Hello everyone. So you may have heard of some common tech misconceptions and wondered if they were true or not. Today we are going to take 6 misconceptions that you may have about technology. Number 1. More megapixels is equals to more quality. While it is true that a better megapixel camera will give you a better photo than a lower megapixel camera, however, as a guy with a DSLR or good camera may tell you that lighting matters too. If you have ever taken a photo in dim light, you may have noticed that it may look like it has patches in it, which is called noise. Now there are ways to artificially remove it. However, your photo will still appear much darker, but with better light it may appear very great. There are two things that you need to keep in mind for the lighting. One is of course the natural light, and then there is the camera specifications. There are two things in this: aperture, the amount of light entering the camera. This is indicated by a value f/2.0, which is the most common found in most phones. However, higher-end phones have f/1.8 aperture. The lower the aperture, the better quality your camera will give in low light. And another thing is ISO, the brightness of the photo. So your ISO should be very high if you are taking a photo in low light. However, this is not necessarily needs to be high on a bright day, as overexposure is when there is an excess amount of ISO set. Most smartphones have ISO to 800, and you can adjust them in some phones by 100 and in some phones by 200. However, professional cameras can have aperture of up to 25,600. Just as an example, I am going to show you two photos, one taken in a bright light, one with 16 megapixel camera and another one with an 8 megapixel camera, and another one which is taken by the same cameras but in low light. And as you can see, if I zoom in, you can see the patches, or sometimes without even zooming in, you can see the patches if the camera is really low quality. Number 2. Apple Macs are immune to viruses. While it is true that Macs have a lower chance of catching a virus, there are in fact viruses on the Mac. However, their number is far few and they are much less dangerous. There are few theories why it is so. The theory number 1 is that far less people use Macs than Windows. Windows has a 80% market share in the computer market, and that's why viruses prefer much larger groups. Plus, Apple Macs are used by more business-oriented people as they are expensive, where Windows can be cheaper or, if pirated, almost free, making it easier for any troll or hacker to get hands on and easily play with it. Another fact crucial to that is that Windows viruses don't work on Macs and Mac viruses don't work on Windows, so they don't affect each other. However, if you search online, you can still find some antiviruses for Macs. Number 3. Keeping your phone plugged in after 100% destroys its battery. This fact might have been true earlier. However, most modern phones now have an auto cut, so when the battery reaches 100%, the phone does not allow the circuit to be completed. However, that does drain a little bit of power. So if you want to save your money, then you would like to turn off your charger as soon as it reaches 100%. I would still say that it's better remove the charger, as that auto cutoff system failed in the Note 7, causing it to explode. Number 4. Cell phones causes cancer. This has been proven false by many studies. However, there is scientific proof that it increases the temperature of the body part that is closest to it due to microwave radiation. This does not affect our body functioning. However, it's still not a good thing. There are some mental side effects which are very dangerous, such as lack of attention. Many cases have been reported of people falling over, hitting walls while walking, getting their things stolen due to thieves, and even fatal car crashes. Previous year, Pokemon Go launched, and many stories launched of people walking off a cliff, driving while playing Pokemon Go, and even a viral clip of a South Korean bus driver who was playing Pokemon Go while driving. However, in most countries now, it's against the law, and I would strongly recommend against using your phone while driving for your and other people's safety. Number 5. Deleting something from the recycle bin is permanently deleted. When you delete something from a computer, you may have pondered that how the hard disk deletes it. A hard disk is just a platter which has the data etched etched on it, which cannot be exactly removed. However, what the hard disk does is that it overwrites the data or fills it so that the Windows detects it as empty space. Sometimes the data doesn't get completely overwritten, so there are apps that can recover that data. Most of these ads are pay. However, one app that I know is Recuba, which is free but also have a premium version which can restore much more older files. So if you ever delete a file by accident, then you don't need to panic unless it's a huge file. Number 6. Magnets ruin your hard drive. So if you're ever paranoid about somebody taking a magnet and putting it next to your laptop and pretending that they can delete their data, in fact cannot. Magnets in fact can ruin the hard disk. However, most of these magnets require to be the power of MRI or 1000-watt magnets, which can be used to delete such data. However, pen drives, solid state drives, SSDs are not affected by these magnets as they do not store their data, metallic disks. And that's all for today's video. So if you have any questions, comment down in the comment box below, and if you like the video, hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching, guys.